third play of the game. They're in 21 personnel still, but they're spread out of 21, and it's going to be a quick opener over the middle, just like the last one, the first one to Ayuk.
Yes.
He gets the read, and he just throws
it
up.
Just misses.
Yeah, it's not off by much, but it's just enough to where Kittle's not able to haul it in.
Yeah, this is a terrible throw. Again, flat-footed. Don't even look at where the ball goes. Look at his feet die. You got to patch your feet. Peyton Manning did not stand flat-footed in the shotgun. Never. No. Jeff Garcia didn't. They were constantly resetting their feet, staying in the balls of their feet. And dude, that's not a far throw, Jack.
No, it's only 12 yards downfield. This should be pitch and catch, and it's a little high. I mean, should Kittle have caught it? Well, he's pretty close to getting his full hand on the ball, but still, I mean, this is the ball that should have been right.
Unless you're leading him right into a hit. I mean, goodness, that's just all kinds of bad right there.
Yeah, it could have been a much better throw.
Yep. And you talk about inconsistencies. It's if you only throw with your upper half, these are the kind of wayward throws you're going to have every once in a while, more than every once in a while, right?
Yeah, and we see this with him a lot. Just he looks lazy at times when he's back there out of the shotgun. He gets the ball, he just kind of stands there, turns and turns. He doesn't really move around well at all.
Yeah, agree. All right, what's next?
Let's go to 413.
Ooh, you skip by 547. I don't even remember. I don't write down what happens. I just mark it real quick if I see
let's go to yours.
Oh, let's do this one real quick because it's just like the last one, and I'm not going to talk about it too much, but he's throwing to Dwelly here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short throw. It's play action. He spins around. Dwelly's here. It's that same league play where he's blocking and now he comes. It's wide open.
Yeah.
The ball's late and he's way behind. I mean, watch it from this angle real quick. It's the same kind of stuff.
Yeah. And the only reason I didn't go here this one is this. I thought this was well covered all around. They're playing really good zone and there's really nothing there. And I think he's really just throwing this one out away from everybody. I don't think he's really trying to get it to him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, fair enough. Ross Dwelly is 6'5" with big, reliable hands, and he's boxing out his defender, and you throw it like away. Yeah, he might have been throwing the ball away. If that's the case, then fair enough. If he's actually trying to hit Ross Dwelly with this ball, then I got to say, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I can see what you're saying. I see your point, though, as far as the box out, because he doesn't behind him the whole way. So if you throw it at his chest, you might be able to get a completion there.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. I see why you didn't put that in the bad, Jimmy. What you were going to go to 413?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah. It's the interception. So I would have to say it is bad, Jimmy. All right, take us through it.
There's a couple of things on this one. I think this is a bad Jimmy, and it's also a bad play design. They're going against cover 3 here. And he has no one open. This route has nobody that's going to beat cover 3. The man's got his man in the flat, and with Bourne running, everybody's running into a defender on this one.
Yes,
it's a bad throw in that even if Kittle doesn't stumble, this ball's going to be behind him. So the throw's bad. The route concepts against this coverage are bad. You should be having on this route. Bourne should be running a corner. Because against cover 3, you've got to have a guy that's going to cover. You've got to really be able to take advantage of that flat route, the flat defender. And in this case, you're able to cover 2 guys one-on-one, and you have the safety not even have to do anything because you're running right at him with Bourne.
It's a great call. And Bourne raises his hand like he's open. No, you're not. You need to run it's not. You can't freelance, but Shanahan needed to put a corner out there. It's a really good call. But what I want to say real quick, I think Kittle is kind of open, Jack. I think a better throw and it's a complete pass because he leaves this one way back here and it's picked. If this ball is now it's a small window. It could also get picked over here. But if this ball's over here instead of over here, I don't know. Yeah, either way, it's getting picked. That's a tough one. That's a tough window. Yeah.
And that's part of why I put it under bad Jimmy though, was because it's a bad throw. It's not anywhere where Kittle's going to be able to make that catch, even if he's not stumbling at this point.
Ugh. The feet. Ugh. He just can't put the ball where he wants to put it as consistently anymore. And I guess it's because he's injured. It's hard to see because he used to throw such a pretty ball. That's what he did.
Yeah, and what's frustrating about that is we keep hearing about this ankle, but if you go back and watch him through the first week of the season, he was bad in the first week of the season.
Thank you. Thank you. What's the next one?
9:38 of the second.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's do that. 9:38. Real quick though. Let's do 15. Let's do 15. This one. Maybe I'm killing him for it, but again, this to me is an example of him struggling and having nothing to do with the ankle. It's a blitz. He's going to get hit. He's going to get a roughing the passer call here. But look, let's see what happens. So he cans it. He goes to the second play. No one blocks a defensive end off the edge. Juszczyk is open now.
Yep.
I'm just saying. I mean, he ends up getting crushed, throwing it to Juszczyk late and getting a 15-yard penalty. Juszczyk's open right away. And it seems to me that the coaching point is if this guy comes, we're not blocking him. That's where you go. So I don't understand why the ball came out late on this play.
Well, if you look at him, he's looking down the middle of the field like he's determined
going
that
to
he's
Kittle or something.
Going to go to Kittle. He kind of catches the blitzer late and then just flips it out to the right.
You gotta see you gotta know that your protection is sliding away from the defensive end, and you're not picking him up with your fullback. He's running a route. So if you see him come, that's an indication that the read is this is the hot route, right?
Yeah, and watching this play design, if you watch this route, watch Bourne run a curl, and it's almost like he's running a pick for Juszczyk here. So there's a lot of things going on here.
Yes, I agree. I just feel like this is the read. It's open now. He's looking for it, and you wait an extra beat just to get crushed. I mean, I like the toughness, and you got the penalty, but you can't take those hits.
Yes, no, and that's the difference between him and what happens in the fourth quarter when they take him out.
Yeah. All right. What was the one you said again?
938.
Okay. Yeah, this is 938. Yeah, I have that one too.
This is
I put like 8 down for bad, Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I try to give him a little bit of a break, but
I know
You're
a better guy than me.
This one, just pre-snap, there's no reason for him to be looking to the left side. I don't understand why he's looking that way. He's got the slant with an out route over there. He's got the double slants to the field side. I don't know why he's looking boundary here. He should be looking field side. He's got all that grass out to the right side, and Bourne's wide open on the slant. This should be an easy pitch and catch for a first down. Instead, they get
Bourne is in the bottom of your screen. You can't see him right now because that thing popped up. Here he is. He's open. Yeah,
he's open, and you have Taylor basically running a
clear out
for him, and he basically is picking the man. As he goes down the field. So
Taylor's expecting the ball to come over here. Bourne clearly expects it, but what you see from Jimmy Garoppolo, especially when there's a blitz and he sees it pre-snap, is he's going to predetermine where that ball's going to go.
Yep.
Also, watch his footwork. He's bailing out.
Yeah, and predetermined to go to that side. I don't understand it because you're throwing it to the shortest side of the field. You're killing yourself even when he makes the catch. There's nowhere for him to go.
It's a bad decision. It's a predetermined read. It's bad mechanics. It's bad Jimmy, Jack. This is bad Jimmy. He does it all. This is everything. This is quintessential bad Jimmy. Off the back foot, wrong read, predetermined. Oof. You can see why. I mean, I wonder if the wide receivers on the team are really dejected that Jimmy's gone, or they feel like, hey, let's give Nick a chance. I like Jimmy last year, but what I'm seeing from him this year is I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that there's a big difference between these two, and when we get to Nick, you'll see it. I don't think he really cares who he's throwing the ball to. He's seeing the field, and he's just throwing the ball to the guy that's open.
All right, next one.
We're going to go to 3 minutes of this 3 minute of the second quarter.
Ooh, I didn't write that one down. Okay. This is one I didn't write down, so you're going to be a little more nitpicky than me on this time. He was so bad in this game. Okay, 3 minute second quarter. Oh yes. Okay, let's check it out.
Yeah, this is another one very similar to what we just talked about. He's predetermined where he's throwing this ball. You're going to get a flat with a post behind it. The man blitzes and he throws it to the slant. He's got Juszczyk. If he throws this ball to Juszczyk, Juszczyk's running down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree. And the way I've talked to coaches about this concept before, slant flat. It's so basic. The way that I was always told is that you read it flat to slant. Because if you read slant to flat, by the time you get to the guy running the flat route, Juszczyk, he's out of bounds. You can't throw it to him. So if he's open now, you take it.
Yeah, and really what happens here is Garoppolo's slow to get his head around because he's doing the play fake. He should be looking, even though he's doing he should have enough reps at this that he's doing the play fake and still looking to his left. And as soon as he sees that blitzer coming, that ball's coming out to Juszczyk because he should know that nobody's covering him.
See, when I see this, I see a quarterback who has repped this play in practice and thrown the slant every time and is just going through the motions, not reading what's happening in front of him.
Right. Exactly. That's what we're seeing with him.
Yep. Agree. Hey, good call. I was going to gloss by that one. I don't know why. That was a bad one. What's another one?
The
Third
only
quarter?
one, yeah, I had third quarter of 5:51.
Yeah, me too. And I have two more after that. We're gonna do those because
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
totally
pulling any
fine.
punches for Jimmy today. Sorry.
Yeah, and the third quarter was just terrible for the 49ers. They only run 6 offensive plays because of the fumble.
That's right. They had -4 net yards and no first downs, I believe. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is 5:51. You said here. Okay. Yeah. First play of the drive right here.
Yeah, it's going to be a completion to Ayuk.
Mhm.
I'm watching this and I'm thinking that you're going to get Ayuk on a little curl, and then you have Kittle running a in route right behind him. He hits the first down, but with the positioning, I think that he might have been able to get this ball in. I understand.
Oh yeah.
That, 54 kind of is breaking because of the ball, but still, that's a wide open throw.
Not to mention Bourne over here.
Yes.
I mean, Bourne and Kittle further down the field, and he's taking consistently the shortest option, as opposed to Nick Mullins, who went down the field to Kittle on the third pass of the game that he had.
Yes, and that's the biggest difference between both of these two guys when they played, and that changed the way that Seattle covered. Seattle knows this ball is not going down the field at any point in this game. Right. They're sitting everybody, on these routes. They're basically just sitting, waiting, squatting all across the board.
What's weird is that 2020 Jimmy Garoppolo became a check down machine. Now it's attributable to the injury, but he wasn't that in 2017. We all thought of him as a gunslinger, right?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
All right. Let's do the next 2 plays, because he was just getting started on this series the way I remember it. This is the next play. It's 2nd and 4. What does he do? All right. I don't even really remember, but let's see. Okay. Run it through. Oh yeah. Again, this is what you call this a flood concept, where you get 3 guys flooding one side of the zone. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a flood concept. It's a great call against the cover 3. They do a good job of covering it. Nobody blows. It looks like they actually have a man chasing Kittle.
Yeah. And I guess maybe Kittle isn't open, but I don't know. I mean, if you throw it out here, it's a tough throw, but instead Garoppolo doesn't take it and runs for 2 yards. What do you think?
Well, no, and it's fine to pull it down. He's just so slow that he doesn't get anything out of it. If you have a quarterback like Mullins, I think Mullins might be able to get a first down on this play just because he's going to be quicker.
That's a tough throw to Kittle, though. Fair enough. All right, last one for bad Jimmy is the next play, and I'm looking for one. There's one where he misses. Oh, let's see. This is where he just gets destroyed. So let me see why I put this on him. There was one where he missed a wide open Kendrick Bourne, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know where I wrote it down, but why am I crushing him for this? Let's see. So the blitz comes here, and I don't know.
Flat-footed.
He's just flat-footed.
If you watch this, he's a sitting duck. If he has any kind of athleticism here, he's on his toes. He's sliding to the left because he's got the rush coming. Instead, he just sits there. And if he's any kind of an athlete and moves to his left a little bit, he might even be able to hit Hasty in the flat. Hasty gets open.
Yeah.
Instead, he's sitting there flat-footed, kind of bouncing around.
What are you going to do? Yeah, now it's just get down pretty much. Don't get hurt. And you do. And is this where he gets hurt again? Foot. Yes. Oh, yeah, right there. You see that? Look at his foot. Yep. Look at his foot. Ooh. Have you ever gotten a high ankle sprain, Jack? I have not.
No, I haven't. I'm really fortunate. I have not.
It's going to happen right here. There it is. See it? That thing's in the way. But yeah. Goodbye, Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy. All right. It's the Nick Mullins era now.